mga airstrike ng gobyerno kahit na may nangyaring tinatawag na friendly fire kung saan 10 sundalo ang namatay. At ngayon naman ay napabagsak po ng mga sundalo natin ang isang tinatawag na sniper position ng teroristang Maute. Mula sa lungsod ng Marawi, nakatutok po ang si Emil Surangi. Emil.
Mike, naparalisa ng Philippine Army at ng Philippine Marines ang opensiba ng Maute Group matapos nilang mapabagsak ang isa sa mga sniper position ng kalaban sa tulong ng airstrike. Tunog lamang sa himpapawid ang unang mauulinigan, maya-maya'y naglabasan na mula sa ulap ang mga OV-10 Bronco ng Philippine Air Force. Saka binulaga at binagsakan ng bomba ang posisyon ng Maute Group. Yumayanig ang lupa. Saka natatama ang bomba sa mga target na istruktura. Ayun. Pagkatapos, pinaulanan ng mortar. Ang posisyon ng mga kalaban. Dito na nagsimulang umalingaw-ngaw ang sagutan ng mga putok. Makaraan ng halos 3 oras na bakbakan sa Mapandi. Bumalik sa staging area ang bahagi ng napalabang tropa ng Philippine Marines kasama ang 2 V-300 fire support vehicles. Butas ang gulong, basag ang mga salamin, may tama ng rocket-propelled grenade o RPG ang gilid. Pero makikitang hindi ito lumusot sa loob at nasupalpal ng patong-patong ng mga karton na sadyang inilalagay para hindi sumabog ang RPG at hindi ito makapenetrate. Baka sa mukha ng mga sundalong aming nakunan ng tuwa na sila'y ligtas sa labanang ito at natupad ang kanilang misyon ngayong araw, ang mapaatras ang Maute at mapabagsak ang isa sa kanilang mga sniper position. Mike, alas 5 kaninang hapon, MG-520 attack helicopters ng Philippine Air Force ang nagpaulan ng bomba naman sa lokasyon ng mga kalaban. Nagtagal ng 10 minuto ang airstrike na nag-concentrate sa area pa rin ng Mapandi. Yan ang latest situation. Mike.
Meanwhile, the AFP is asking for more time to clear Marawi City of the Maute terrorists. It assured that peace and order will again reign in the city. It said that ongoing military operations against the remaining Maute group terrorists has so far neutralized 120 of the lawless elements. Here's Alan Francisco for added details.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, has reiterated again they won't stop their forces against the Maute terrorist group to restore the peace in the area. They are asking some more time in the public so they can absolutely eliminate the Maute. Today is the 11th day of the clash between the government troops and the Maute.
As of now, nandun pa rin tayo sa stage ng 85 to 90% pero naka-move forward na tayo doon sa area. Konting panahon na lang po ang hinihingi namin, humingi din kami ng support at prayers sa mga ating kababayan para ma-facilitate agad matapos po yung conduct ng clearing operations.
The AFP has also expressed their condolences to the death of 10 soldiers in a friendly fire. Meanwhile, the Provincial Crisis Management Committee in Lanao del Sur showed the latest data of the internally displaced persons or those who left their houses because of the clash.
Total number now of our IDPs as of yesterday, June 1, 7 p.m. These are the numbers of the IDPs housed at various evacuation centers. Is 11,632 families or 42,160 individuals. And also the total number of the in-house or the home-based IDPs, 32,623 families or 163,115 individuals.
Adjong also says the other local government like Maguindanao is continuously offering help to them like relief goods, and they also sent medical staff in Marawi. The Social Welfare Department is also extending its assistance. Adjong has also reiterated that the opening of classes in Marawi City on Monday, June 5 is suspended according to the Department of Education. The committee also appeals to the Department of Trade and Industry to regulate the prices of goods in Lanao del Sur since some businessmen are taking advantage of the crisis. The Provincial Crisis Management Committee is also supporting the action of the government to cooperate with the other groups in Mindanao to eliminate the Maute Group. For the Nation, I am Alan Francisco, Marawi City.
Mindanao. Wala silang kasali sa gobyerno. The ISIS would never allow anybody to have in their company a group of persons which have iba yung ideolohiya. And I don't know, but I'm not so keen about it. But anyway, it's a show of goodwill. Kasi ako magprangka naman sa kanila ngayon. It's either we continue to talk about peace, but we have to stop fighting. I will not allow any talks on my behalf or ako, kasi ang nandoon si Doresa pati si Belio, I will not allow them unauthorized to go back to the negotiating table without them signing a document, unilateral kanila. They say that they would stop fighting. Because ako tapos na ako ang nauna. And I even released, I considered so many things. Nirelease ko yung mga rebelde na komunista na sa munting lupa. Sabagay, if it's a consolation to you, huwag naman kayong magalit because ang nirelease ko yung matatanda na. May TB, may diabetes, may lahat. Basta 70 years old, sabi ko. It's more of a humanitarian. Wala na yan. Paski bigyan mo ng baril niya, hindi naabot ng kalakad na 1 kilometro. But I did concede to that. And in many times in groups. Kaya ako sabi ko, it no longer behooves upon me to do anything to magipag-usap sa kanila until there is peace. Dito naman sa extremism, mananalo tayo. But we will have losses. Ganun lang talaga ang buhay. That is how life is governed in this universe. We would never know when. Pero sabihin mo matalo tayo, imposible yan. It will just take a longer period kasi alam mo, kung tayo, we are not concerned of civilians, kagaya sa kanila, na po matamaan mo dyan, kay ma-civilian, okay, yung kalaban mo, okay lang. But no, we are a government and we are bound by rules. And even treaties, yung Geneva Convention, that's their favorite sanctuary. They always refer to the Geneva Convention pagpabor nila. Pag nadihado sila, wala silang ingay sa Geneva Convention. And that is always the problem because the government can never ignore treaties and the laws of the land. Kasi kung wala lang talaga tayong, kung terorista lang rin tayo, madali na natapos yan. Bombahan mo lang lahat, tapos na. Isang araw. Marami na akong jet planes ngayon, 10 na yan. But you know, this is a rebellion. We fight parang civilized way of dealing with the problems of the country. But there is always a limit to that. Sige lang, hanggang kaya tanggapin. Pag hindi tanggapin, then we raise the fighting to a higher degree. Raise it 1 bar. At kung gamitin mo lahat na yung jet, pulpugin mo ng buong isang munisipyo, di tapos na ang gera. That's ang terorista, gano'n. But we cannot, hindi naman tayo pero sabihin, sundin natin sila. We are a civilized nation and we have a military well-disciplined. and we also value human life, even if we have to destroy sometime. But alam natin na, lalo na ang kalaban natin, Pilipino rin, sometimes you are in a quandary. So yan lang maiwan ko sa inyo. Pero during my time, nandyan natin, kompleto na yung jets natin. By the time I'll be out of, kung buhayin pa ako ng Panginoong Diyos, you will have about 24 jet planes. Mag-acquire pa ako ng 12. Subukan ko. We have the best equipments. Ang sources natin sa baril ninyo is just 2 nations. I will not mention the names. Pero hindi ako hindi ako nababili. During my time, wala na akong second hand mga barko-barko. It has to be brand new. Hindi na ako tatanggap ng mga equipments na military na second hand. Yung binibigay ng Amerikano, ayaw ko na. Even if I have to spend double the money. So yan ang maasahan ninyo. At sometime, but I have already a part of the funds that will guarantee na yung anak ninyong edukasyon will continue even if you are somewhere. Na may nakita na ako, it's a 20 billion initial. If I could have reached 50, sobra-sobra na yan. If I can have a 50 billion trust fund para lang sa edukasyon ng mga anak ninyo, even if you fight or you somewhere else in this universe, sagot na ang edukasyon lang. Sagot na ang edukasyon. So wala kayong problema. I have already 20 of the 50 billion. Baski interest na yan. And you have the best equipments now, baski sa Hulo, Cagayan, kinumpleto ko na. You have a new building sa AFP Medical, MRI, barrack to fight yung infection. You have all the equipments now and you will have the best of everything. You know, fighting is, it's always a risk. But as I have said, there is always a time for everything. A time to fight, and a time to rest, a time to retire, or a time to die. There's always a panahon sa buhay natin. We choose to be in government, so we are always in jeopardy. But that's beside the point. The point is we are fighting for a principle, and that is what it is. What is the most important thing? Huwag kayong matakot na in this martial law, you just do your job. Pagka sinabi ng commander, gawain mo yan. I said, I will take full responsibility, legal, and everything else. Ako ang sasagot. Kaya yung kasalanan, sabi ko, nagbibiro ako hindi ako nagbibiro ng rape. No? Sabi ko, lahat ng kasalanan ninyo, kung mapatawad, sabi ko, rape, napatawad kita siguro, pero 3 beses, baka ako na makulong. That was just being sarcastic. Alam mo bakit? Yung Amerikano. Papatawa yung rape. Just to stress the point. Hindi ako nagpapatawan ng sundalo. Ang sundalo hindi naman tumatawa. So, para maklaro lang sa media na it was not intended to be a joke. It was intended to be a sarcastic or sarcasm. It was not intended to my soldiers. It was intended to somebody else's patayin pa yung minsan repent, tapos bigyan ng visa, bigyan ng hanap buhay ang pamilya, tapos na. Wala nang problema. No liability. Yan ang ibig kong sabihin. Ang gumagawa niya ng Amerikano, hindi Pilipino. But anyway, let me go back again to my guarantee. Protektado ko kayo. I will answer for everything. You just fight and fight. Huwag kayong matakot na minsan may pagkakamali talaga, pati yan. Sagutin ko lahat for all of the consequences of the proclamation of martial law. I am not appealing for a personal loyalty. Hindi ko type yung ganon. I just want you to fight for the Republic and maintain your loyalty to the Constitution, period. During my time as your president, I can